What's up guys, Sean here. Welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my top 10 most carried knives of 2022. So gonna make this one quick, get straight into it. First, my number one most carried knife is the Spyderco Shaman. This is the favorite of the three that I currently own. This is the Knife Joker exclusive and crew wear with a DLC coated blade, titanium carbon fiber scales, green anodized titanium hardware, sand wash finish, Lynch Northwest titanium deep carry pocket clip, 17 degree per side KME edge. Awesome knife, and I love the sound of it ever since I put these carbon scales. Has a really nice loud pop to it when I open it, so really love this. Great knife. Next up, let's see, it's a hard one. I would say the ZT-0562 Ti. This is another great knife, and this one also has a KME edge. This one's at 20 degrees per side, and this one does not have any other upgrades or aftermarket parts. This knife is excellent just the way it comes, and this one also sounds really good. I'm a big sucker for knife sounds, so if it sounds good and cuts good, I'm probably going to carry it a little bit more often. You'll probably see a theme in that. Switch over to another Spidey. We have a Paramilitary 2. For the blade, I have the Bento Box exclusive K390 PM2 blade. This one is sharpened at 15 degrees per side. Believe I did a 1500 grit finish, and then I did a, oh, I don't know, that's a complete mirror. I probably did the Columbia Gorge Stoneworks resin bonded diamond stones on this blade. I have the 10 and 5 micron resin bonded diamond stones, and they will give you a really nice polish. And then from just regular maintenance and stropping with gunny juice on basswood, that will just keep that mirror really insane. Love this one. And the scales are the blue Arctic Storm fat carbon scales that came on the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. And then once again, I have a sand wash finish Lynch Northwest titanium deep carry clip. Love this knife. Let's see. Then we have one of my Hinderer XM-18s. This one's heavily modified. I have a frag titanium scale from Metin Boss. I have black hardware on this side, blue standoffs. Then on this side, I have the blue handle nuts. I have aftermarket blue titanium clip screw and filler tab screws. And then I recently put the blue lock bar stabilizer on it, and this one is also sharpened on the KME, 20 degrees per side. Cuts pretty well. This blade is in M390, and I also have this on skiff ceramic bearings. Beautiful action. Love this knife. Then another one that is in my pocket all the time, the Spyderco Kapara. This one is actually the DLT trading exclusive with the CPM 20 CV blade. Has a belt satin finish. This one is sharpened to 15 degrees per side on the KME, and then I outfitted it with the carbon fiber scales that come on the standard version. My buddy traded me for the regular gray G10 scales. So now this thing is ready to go. Love it, love it, love it. This thing, probably one of the best cutters out of my entire collection. Nice thin blade stock, super thin behind the edge. Nice, good length. Sheep's foot blade on this. This thing just glides through anything you throw at it. Amazing knife. Really slim profile. Alright, nice and lightweight, so you don't feel it much in your pocket. It's a great carry for, you know, those hot summer days where, you know, you're wearing shorts and stuff. You don't want to overload your pockets. The Kapara is an amazing, amazing knife. Next up, we'll go to a bigger guy. This is the Manix 2XL. This one is in S30V blade steel with the DLC coated blade. This one also has a Lynch Northwest titanium deep carry clip. This is the large or the long deep carry clip, and this one is anodized blue. Everything else on this is blacked out. I have the standard ball cage on this, just a regular plastic one that comes on it. Very smooth action. And this is one that I haven't had super long. I got this one from Jared over at Neves Knives. I won this in his 100,000 plus subscriber giveaway. Big shout out to Jared. Awesome channel, awesome guy. Love you, man. And I've been carrying this thing a good bit since I got it. Now it is on the bigger side. It's a very, very large knife. So depending on what I'm wearing and how hot it is and how many knives I want to carry, I will go for this one. If I want to carry 3 knives, then chances are this is not going to be one of them. But if I'm carrying 1 or 2, I can make do, and this thing is great. Feels great in hand, cuts really well, and I recently just did the full review on this knife and Spyderco Kapara, which I've had this for a good long time now, and this thing, this is an amazing knife. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my review on this one, because this might be one of the best Spydercos ever made. Let's see here. Gather my thoughts. There's 2 other knives on the table that I recently reviewed. Okay, here is one of them, the Microtech Socom Elite. This one features the Tanto blade. This one's also sharpened, I believe, at, I don't know, let's say 17 degrees per side, 20 degrees per side. And yeah, recently reviewed this. I carried this a lot. Amazing, amazing knife. It's built as a hard use, heavy duty tactical folder, or large tactical folder at that. We have almost 4 inches of blade. Let's check it. Oh, yeah, 4-inch blade, about 3 3/4 of cutting edge. So yeah, this thing is a beast. Very, very well built, very solid, beautiful blade grind. Has lots of different grinds to it. I mean, there's a swedge up top, it's a Tanto, and then you have your regular Tanto grind, and then I don't know, it's just a beautiful looking blade without getting too technical. And for a heavy use or hard use capable knife, it cuts pretty well, especially if you drop the angle and resharpen it, put a nice professional edge on it. You can really get some good cutting performance out of this. And matter of fact, I just broke down like 5 boxes with it right before I started to film this, and this thing is just, it's a champ. So if you might be interested in that, go check out that review, because this is a badass knife. Another one that I've been carrying a lot this month, well, not this month, this year, but also this month, yes, is the Demko AD 20.5. This one features the spear point or clip point, drop point. I think it's a spear point. Oh man, maybe drop point. I don't know. You guys correct me. But yeah, AUS 10A, made in Taiwan. This one has aftermarket scales, and I always forget who these were made by. So sorry for that. But this one was a gift from my good friend Anthony Griffin. So shout out to Anthony Griffin. Amazing guy. He has been a big time supporter of the channel, a supporter, great friend in general. So big thanks to Anthony. And really, I just felt bad because I hadn't been carrying this much. And I gotta say, I'm not the biggest Demko fan. I really respect the innovation and everything. And after I sharpened this, man, this thing took a nasty edge. So check out the review on this if you want to, find out more about it. But it's not a bad knife at all. I think I prefer the feel of this in hand more than the full-size AD20, which I also reviewed a full-size AD20. It was actually a custom in Magna Cut from the New York Custom Knife Show or something, and it was one of the first 10 ever made. So it was a super rare one. I did this review like forever ago. So I was one of the first people to have a Demko Magna Cut on their YouTube channel. Possibly the first. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, awesome knife. So we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have 3 left, which would make 11 because I added in a honorary mention. So number 8. Hold on. 4. No, number 9. The Spyderco Yojimbo 2. This one is the DLT Trading exclusive. I modified the profile of this blade. I took that hump off of the front half of the blade and made it look like a traditional Warncliffe style blade. And this thing, man, this thing is super slicey, really deep hollow grind on this guy. And I also have this sharpened on the KME 17 degrees per side. This one's outfitted with the Damascus carbon fiber scales from Knives Plus. This one has a I guess like a satin finish Lynch Northwest deep carry clip. And this thing is just an amazing knife. Great EDC knife. It's a beast at cutting. It cuts really well. One thing to be careful of with this is just the tip, because it does come to a very fine acute tip, and I've seen a lot of people break these tips off. It's definitely not one that you even want to consider prying anything, no matter how light the prying is. Do not even consider that with this. Not even worth risking it. But when it comes to cutting or for self-defense, which I haven't tested it out in that manner, but just like regular utility task cardboard. This thing is a cardboard destroyer. Cuts through cardboard like a hot knife through butter. It's a great knife. And good action, really strong D10 on this one specifically. I just love this thing. So this makes its way in my pocket a lot, especially for Wharncliffe Wednesday, because I don't have a lot of Wharncliffe blades. So yeah, on Wednesdays you can usually find this in my pocket. It's usually my secondary carry. Moving on, the Microtech Ultratech Panto. This is one that I've been carrying more recently because I want to do the review on it. I've had this knife for a good while now, but I've been carrying it a lot this year. This one is also sharpened on the KME. I believe also maybe 22 degrees or something per side. I kept it close to the factory angle, only dropped it like a degree or two. Have aftermarket blue anodized titanium hardware that I got off of Etsy. Normally I don't recommend Etsy hardware and stuff like that, but you know, just know if you're gonna get something off Etsy like that, just know you're taking a chance. You can get stuff off there and have it be perfectly fine, everything work great. So I'm not gonna knock it, but you know, just know that you're taking a chance, you know. So I haven't bought much stuff off Etsy, but the few things that I have tried all work just fine. So yeah, really the only reason for me carrying this a lot more was so I could do the review, and also because I just, you know, felt bad that I have a $300 knife that wasn't getting much action. So yeah, and on top of that, I recently got the GUNNY Magic, which is the OTF lube that is designed by Scott Gunn. He makes GUNNY Glide, GUNNY Juice, GUNNY Slides, GUNNY Shines, which GUNNY Shines, that's his honing oil and stone cleaning concoction. And then the Slides, that's for like detents, firearms, anything that you would want like a little bit of a thicker viscosity. Big fan of Scott, big supporter of Scott, and he is a big supporter of me and the channel, and just a great guy, great friend, and a really awesome member of the community. So he sent me a couple things to check out and try out, and that was among them. And this is my only OTF that I own, so that's another reason that I've been carrying this more often, was because I was testing out that lube. So yeah, a couple random little reasons, but I mean, it makes for a good fidget knife. And you know what, know more about this, I just did the review on this like last week, so you want to find out more about this one, check out my review. And then last but not least, this one is the honorary mention. This one does get, it's got more pocket time than the knives that I left out of this, but it's not one that I carry a whole lot. Just, I really don't know why. Now this one was a gift from an amazing viewer, Chris. So big shout out to Chris, big thank you to Chris. And the factory edge was okay, but it wasn't like a super good cutter or anything. So somewhat recently I put my own edge on it. I kept it closer to the factory just to save time, because you know, reprofiling takes more time. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it, but I wanted to get it nice and sharp just to, you know, kind of see if I like it a little bit more. So I do really like this knife. One thing that kind of kills it for me is the detent is really weak. Now it's tuned great for, you know, all the deployment methods. It's reliable. There's not really any issue with it. So I'm not bashing it or saying that it's bad, but it's just a little weak for my preferences. But beautiful knife. It's a nice secondary or fifth pocket carry, and a lot of times I will throw this in, well, not a lot of times, but somewhat often I'll throw this in my pocket just in case I want to take a picture with this guy, which happens to be in my pocket probably the most, because matching color scheme. So, and because, you know, it was a gift, so it's special, you know. So I do have love for it. I just don't really use it like that a whole lot, but it's still a really cool knife, and I have a review up on this one as well if you guys want to go check that out. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Sorry I've been slacking on the videos lately. I've been putting in a lot more time, a lot more hours and energy and focus towards work at the barber shop, you know, because that is my main source of income. So you know, obviously that's where I need to put the focus right now, especially now that my bills have increased dramatically. But you know, at first I was trying to, I was doing too much really, and I was keeping up with a, you know, very frequent rate of making and uploading videos and putting in, you know, 50-60 hours at the shop a week on top of it, and it was really just burning me out, you know, burning the candle at both ends, you know, being at work from, you know, morning till the evening, and then working on channel stuff all through the night. And then, you know, I have my daughter 3 or 4 days a week on top of that, so it burned me out really quick, and I have to kind of work on you know, some time management and just find a good balance so that I can still make content consistently, but not be burning myself out like I was. Because, you know, if you try to do too much, then, you know, you're not going to do great at anything. So yeah, that's that. But I love you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what your guys' most carried knives are. And yeah, so I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.